Alright, we got a video from TheOdd1sOut, his first Pokemon Nuzlocke. Haven't watched too much of his content. I saw this like 100 Days of Fortnite, but that was pretty good. And I can't wait to watch this. I love watching animated Nuzlocke videos like Jaden's and stuff. Alright, 3, 2, 1.
A Pokemon Nuzlocke is a set of rules that turn a normal playthrough of Pokemon into a hardcore playthrough of Pokemon.
Yeah.
You're only allowed to catch the first Pokemon you see per route, and if any of them faint, they actually don't live anymore, and you can never use them again.
Sad.
The game I will be Nuzlocking will be Pokemon Ruby. Not because I'm copying Jaden, but because Gen 3 is my favorite generation, and out of the 3 games, Ruby was the one I played as a kid and bought with my own money.
Oh yeah.
It was $40.
Wow.
Imagine paying that much for a copy of the game now. Also,
What the? $1,000? Wow.
full disclosure, I've seen other PokeTubers who have a deep, uncanny knowledge of this game and use calculators to make the best, most optimal plays, but I'm not quite at that level yet, so I might make choices that some could consider suboptimal.
I thought grass was like super effective against water. Why is he super effective against me?
But
I'll
if you
be
can
the same
forgive
way.
me and look past all that,
That's exactly
then
how I
let's
would
get out of
think.
this truck and start our adventure. Let's
Oh, Mudkip, please. Mudkip.
see. Someone's already picked Torchic.
Jaden.
When I played this as a kid, I picked Trico.
Damn.
So that means we're left with Kipmud.
Let's
After
go.
defeating my rivals
Let's
Trico,
go.
I headed to Oldale Town and caught my first Pokemon that would be joining our team, Floof the Poochyena. I'm guessing naming Pokemon after pets is very common in Nuzlocks.
Yeah.
By the way, this is how Floof's very first fight went.
Don't tell me he died right off rip.
Oh! Oh!
Get him off the field. Get him off.
Oh my god.
Get
Hey,
him off.
do you want to learn how to catch Pokemon? No, I'm good. Well, that's too bad. First, you want to get them weak by throwing tiny rocks at them. Traveling through Route 104, I caught
A Zigzagoon?
Igzy the Zigzagoon. I'm probably not going to train her up or anything, but she will be useful teaching useless HMs too. What's that, Igzy? You have an ability where you pick up random objects? And you picked up a revive? Oh, Igzy. I can't use these. Wandering through Petalburg Woods, some guy asked me if I'd seen any Pokemon named
Shroomish?
The main reason Gen 3 is my favorite is because the best Pokemon ever, Breloom, makes his debut
I
in
had a
this
Brave
game.
on my team. I played Emerald. I had a Brave on my team. Although it was Emerald was my first Pokemon game, I was playing it during school, just during class, and he was probably my second best, but like he was so underleveled.
Why, if I found a Shroomish in this forest, I would probably react like this.
This guy was being truthful.
I named Shroomish Goat because not only is he the greatest of all time, but because I was also working on this other video about goats, so I had a lot of goats on the mind. We made it to Rustboro Town and challenged Roxanne, the rock-type gym leader, but thankfully we picked the water starter, so, you know, kid 'em up, do your
Easy.
thing. I caught a Tailo on Route 116, and keeping with the naming Pokemon after pets theme, I named him RE2. Not to spoil anything, but don't get too attached to RE2, Jaden. We sailed to Juford Town and saw that the second gym was a fighting type gym, so that meant fighting type weakness. It was RE2's time to shine.
He's like actually a higher level.
Oh yeah.
I didn't like that. He's too high of a level.
Despite being a lower level, we decided to wing it and managed to defeat everyone's
wing it.
Pokemon, only having to tap out at Brawly's Macahuita, which Kidmup mopped the floor with.
Oh, you evolved.
Hey, when did you start walking on 2 legs, Kidmup? The next HM we learn is this terrible move, Flash. The only thing Flash is good for is lighting up a dark cave that technically isn't even required to progress through the game if you know where you're going. I, however, do not. Currently, Goat is the only one on the team who can learn Flash. But I'm like 80% sure once a Pokemon learns an HM move, they can't unlearn it. So I really don't want to teach
can't?
this S-tier Pokemon an unforgettable F-tier move. Oh boy, an Abra! I bet he can learn Flash.
Oh.
Oh boy, a Zubat! Okay, I'm kind of fudging the rules here. This Zubat wasn't technically the first Pokemon I saw on this route, but does it even count as an encounter if all you do is look at a Pokemon and then they teleport away?
Nah, he left the
Look,
battle.
I just need this
I
useless
would say the
Pokemon
first
to learn
battle
this
you do.
unrequired move.
Oh.
Zubat, I'm calling you Mr. Flash and immediately teaching you.
No!
Goat, you can learn Flash. Yay! After clearing out Team Magma from a museum, we were ready to take on Watson, the electric-type gym leader. Luckily, we
Yep,
picked
got
the
that.
water ground starter,
Oh.
so Kidmup, do your thing. Now what? Do I go here? Here? How did I get here? During my wandering, both the Pokemon I named after pets evolved into bigger versions of themselves,
Hey.
and Goat learned Headbutt.
Can I get rid of Flash? No!
Hey, lady, I'm kind of lost, so I'm entering random houses and asking NPCs where I should go. Oh, you have harbor mail? I'll trade you that for my coin case. Coin case? You know, for gambling. Gambling? Listen, I don't have a problem. The reason I'm this excited
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
is because one of the prizes you can win at the casino is a Pokemon. A Pokemon that may help me build the perfect team. So,
Oh, you
before I
like that
checked what the prizes actually were, I bought 500 coins for a measly 10,000 Pokédollars.
Just TMs? Just dolls? I just wasted a lot of money, didn't I?
Good news though, Goat evolved into his perfect form and learned Mach Punch.
Nice.
Right.
Eventually, I talked to the right
He wants to get rid of
NPC,
Flash so
taught
bad.
Iggy Rock Smash, and while exploring a fiery path, I caught my first Fire-type Pokemon,
Okay.
Numel.
Let's go, man.
Even though Numels can be found in the desert, have a big hump on their back, and evolve into something called Camerupt, for some reason, I never looked at this Pokemon and thought, camel. I always thought, fire cow. So that's why I named her Cooked Beef. Then, on Route 114, we encountered a Zangoose.
Hello.
I have no clue what this Pokemon does, but it looks way cooler than all the Oddishes and tiny birds I kept running into, so it had to be awesome. Cooked Beef, the 9 levels you have on this goose are more than enough to weaken it. Hit him
Yeah.
with an Oh, please don't. Oh! Cooked Beef! So, my only fire type died to a quick attack that did 50 damage.
What?
Zangoose, or should I say Beef Eater, you can join the team for now, but just know, we could have killed you at any point. It was a challenge not to kill you. We headed up a mountain and fought Maxie, the leader of Team Magma, who had his own floof Pokemon,
I don't
which
think he
Goat took
likes
care
Beef
of,
Eater.
and he had his own evolved cooked beef. I sure wish I had one of those on the team. Hey, Beef Eater, why don't you make yourself useful and fight that Crobat?
Okay. Attack miss.
Okay, that's kind of cool. As we headed down the mountain, who did I encounter but
Who's the new Pokemon?
another Numel?
Wait,
Immediately, I
can you do
abandoned.
that? Is that a Nuzlocke roll? Can you get the same Pokemon again if it died earlier? If it's in a different route in your first one? I didn't know that. I guess it makes sense.
And Beef Eater to make room for
Oh, bye.
Return of King. Before we take on gym number 4, I
Torkoal!
think
Sorry, I'm a big Torkoal fan. Sorry.
I figured out a way to get Goat to forget the move Flash without having to beat him over the head with a 2x4. A little Pidgey told me that Goat was about to learn a new move at his next level. So, by placing him in the Pokemon daycare and doing some light cardio outside, he'll level up, learn the new move, and forget Flash. And my plan worked like a charm.
Yeah.
It really sucks that this is the only way to get Pokemon to forget an HM move. You'd think they'd have some, I don't know, a move deleter NPC or something. Gosh. Now you'd think that since I picked the water starter, that the fire type gym wouldn't be an issue. But it was. Floof and I quickly learned why biting lava was a bad idea.
Okay.
Ooh.
Thankfully, Kidmup, who I don't know why I didn't send out first,
Yeah.
took out both of Flannery's Slugmas
Nice.
with no
Good-
issue.
good work,
But then
Kidmup.
she sent out Torkoal.
The goat.
Even though Kidmup was using a super effective move, he only did this much damage. Meanwhile, Torkoal's body slams were doing this much damage
Oh.
and paralyzing us. Okay, Goat, I know you're the goat,
Don't send him
but
out.
you understand why you can't fight a
Okay.
fire turtle, right? RE2, looks like you're up. Finish her off with a steel whip.
Dude.
RE2, no! What do we do? What do we do? None of you are great choices. What I really need is a turn to heal up Kidmup, but
No.
hey, Igzy.
No.
Are you aware of the concept taking one for the team?
No.
Given the dire circumstances, this felt like the best choice. Sorry, Igzy. With Kidmup healed, we managed to get
No.
Torkoal's health really low, but then Kidmup refused to finish the fight
Why?
because he was, in his words, immobilized by love.
Oh, right.
Kidmup, I know you're letting this turtle body slam you on purpose, and you're sick for it! Do you really think we have a future together? Okay, Goat, I know this is a fire
what?
turtle, but she's mostly using body slam.
That's true.
Could you please punch this turtle's head off without falling in love?
Oh.
We earned our 4th gym
Nice.
badge, but it wasn't without some casualties. RE2 and Igzy, we wouldn't have made it this far without you. Thanks for everything. We traveled into a sandstorm where I picked up 2 Pokemon, this fossil, and this weird Pokemon I've never seen before, Baltoy. All right, King, my
What about it?
second chance at a fire
Hey, that's cool.
type. I know this isn't your natural habitat, but why don't we train here in the desert for a bit? Oh, you found a Baltoy. I just caught one of those. I'm not sure what its moves are, though. God! Okay, team. I know everyone is upset this thing shares a species with the Pokemon who blew up King, but it possesses psychic abilities that I believe could be very useful. So please everyone give a warm welcome to King Eater.
Hi, King Eater.
No one step on it. We headed back to Petalburg City and faced gym number 5,
When you get an oddish, that oddish is never being used.
my dad. Also, I brought TheOdd1sOut
Okay.
just in case we had another Igzy type situation. Am I an integral member of the team? You sure are, bud. Despite a few close calls,
Dude. Dude.
Bro, it's intense.
Finish him off. No.
everyone, including TheOdd1sOut, made it out alive.
Oh my god.
Good thing we
Yeah.
have free healthcare. I don't know what I'd do if someone took away my free healthcare. Not right now, Goat. Across the water on Route 118, I caught Pikachu the Electrike.
Oh, we got Thunder
I
type.
don't know,
Let's
he's
go.
electric like Pikachu, and his head kind of looks like pickles, so... Whatever, having an electric type
Okay.
on the team is huge. After
Oh.
inspecting all the Pokemon I had, I figured Mr. Flash's flying poison moves could be useful. So I evolved him into Golbat, and then, here you go, daycare lady. All right, my favorite Pokemon, who wants some ice cream?
No.
Gosh, I love you guys. I couldn't ask for a better team right here. At Fort Tree City, we were ready to
hopefully
take on
he can
Winona,
come back
the
and help
flying
out.
type gym leader. Wait, this weird lizard's blocking our path. Kidmup, can you?
Oh, yeah,
Oh, cool, you're back on 4 legs again. Also, Pikachu, why are you blue? The only thing that stood between me and Winona was this incredibly hard 2-piece puzzle.
All right, through this. Oh, figured it out.
Pikachu was able to spark Winona's Swellow, and Kidmup, through sheer willpower, tanked all of Alteria's earthquakes, narrowly avoiding death by 8 hit points.
Nice.
Good work, Kidmup. Pikachu, you know what to do. I found a TM for Ice Beam
That's
on an
cool.
abandoned ship, and King Eater, you can learn Ice Beam? I'm sorry it's taken me this long to realize how awesome of a Pokemon you are. You know, King Eater, with you on the team, I think we'll be okay without a fire type. I entered Lily Cove City, and my rival wanted a rematch.
Okay.
Kidmup knocked out her Swellow, no problem, but then she sent out Grovyle. Ooh, I know the perfect matchup for this. King Eater, why don't you show this grass type that new move you learned?
Dude! Ah! Are you gonna use a hyper potion? No!
Wait, no.
I can't believe I got that upset at losing a Pokemon that before this challenge, I had never even considered playing with. If any members of the Clay Doll lover community are watching, I'm sorry, I didn't know he hated grass. All right, team, we're not fighting any more gyms until each one of you is in peak physical shape. Floof, why haven't you evolved into Hondoom yet? What about this fossil? Is this
Oh, they
fossil any
have
good? We picked the plant one. We got the plant. What about Mr. Flash? Has anyone seen Mr. Flash? Why hasn't that loser evolved yet? Hey, buddy. So listen. We're friends, right? You know, Goat had to stay in the daycare once. Yeah, it was to forget the move Flash. Look, Mr. Flash, I know I technically shouldn't have even caught you, and I named you after a garbage move I thought you could learn, but I want you to evolve so you can be the best version of you on the team. Don't you want to join the team? I have this soothing bell you can hold
Ooh.
on to. Welcome to the team, Mr. Flash. With the team stronger than
Mr.
ever, I
Flash.
surfed my way to an island
This
that had a
team's getting good.
Pokemon graveyard inside a tall building, and for the first time ever, I could actually grieve with the other trainers. That was a great battle, dude. Yeah, it was. Here's some money. So, Kidmup was holding an amulet coin, so you actually owe me 600. We defeated more Team Magma grunts at the top of the tower, and on our way down, I caught what I thought was going to be a super awesome Pokemon, but turned out to be a little disappointing.
Let's go!
My third chance at a fire type, my son, the Vulpix, which I immediately evolved
Holy
into
nerd emoji.
Ninetales. Why was she a disappointment? I don't know. You'd think a fire type would have no problems
have glasses
defeating a
on?
Gloom, but alas.
Oh.
I'm not saying Ninetales is a lame Pokemon. I'm saying mine specifically was. Floof and Kidmup easily cleared the
Why is your
Psychic
Dungeons a
Gym with
nerd?
Shadow Ball and Surf, and with that, we just have one more gym before we...
What?
Is the sun on fire? So I haven't really been paying attention to the story, and now the legendary Pokemon Groudon is angry. And as much as I would have liked to have Groudon on the team, I never found the Master Ball, so we're not risking it. Oh, hey, Wallace. Oh, you're the water type gym leader? Oh, I hope my fighting grass Pokemon will be okay. No, you don't have to fight the Celio. I'll get Floof to do that. And with our 8th gym badge, we could finally
Oh, we're on
travel
8
through
already?
Victory Road
I didn't
and
realize.
face the
My
Elite
goodness.
Four. Aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, brother.
I don't know how you want me to respond to that. This is it. Our final challenge. Each one of you has trained very hard.
Why is he a nerd, man?
And as a reward, you'll each be receiving...
Bro, we have like something like dog type Pokemon. Like Ninetales is like a fox, like a dog, fox, dog.
a piece of candy.
You get a candy? You get a candy? You get a candy?
You get a candy? You get a candy? You get a candy?
You get a candy. This is it. This is gamer moment to the max.
Kidmup and Goat were able to finish off Sydney's Pokemon with their water, ice, and fighting moves, and my 2 dogs, Pikachu and Floof, crunched and bit all of Phoebe's ghost Pokemon.
Nice.
Pikachu might be cursed, though. Against Glacia, my son finally stopped being a disappointment and fire blasted her Glalie. Then I tried to get Goat to drain her Celio, forgetting he didn't like ice.
Okay.
Ice and birds, those are his 2 big no-nos. Luckily, Kidmup was able to Earthquake
Nice.
the rest of her Pokemon. Now it was time for the 4th member of the Elite Four, Drake. His Altaria was defeated by Kidmup and Floof, but they
Nice.
both took some damage. Against his Flygon, I sent out my son.
Okay, what about Fire Blast?
Fire
Green.
Blaster.
Then Flygon dug a hole in the ground, but by the time he came up, Mr. Flash was waiting for him and took him out with a fly.
Nice.
For Drake's next Flygon, I sent out Goat.
I don't think, because he doesn't like birds, and Flygon's a dragon.
Yeah, Flygon wasn't a bird, but I forgot a very important aspect about dragons.
Give him my dynamic punch.
But they have flying moves.
Nope. Okay. Oh no!
Oh, they have flamethrower.
Flamethrower.
Fire and poison, those are his other two no-nos. Instead, Floof and Picklechu crunched Flygon's head off, and then I used Kidmup's last blizzard on Salamence.
Okay, I'm gonna need this blizzard to hit.
He's doing good. Oh, that's right. We're
Please.
fine.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Let's go.
We had done it.
Oh my goodness!
We had cleared 4 champions with some very close calls, but we are all still alive.
Yeah.
Now it was time to face the 5th member of the Elite Four. What, you didn't know about the secret 5th boss that's in every Pokemon game? We had one more challenger, Steven. Steven
he's
sent
a-
out a
he's a
Skarmory, which was
Megos, right?
the perfect lightning rod for
I
Picklechu.
get
Then
mine.
Kidmup took out Aggron with Surf, and my son defeated Cradily with Iron Tail.
All right, good.
Then
Looking
Steven
good.
sent out a Metagross, and things got messy. I thought Kidmup's Surf would be super effective against this rock with legs. Turns out it wasn't.
Just steal.
Ooh, okay, here's what we're gonna do. I have an idea. Kidmup, if you can last another hit, that would be amazing.
No.
Oh, Hyper Beam!
Kidmup,
No.
my starter Pokemon, had been taken
Not
out.
the last
Okay.
fight.
At least he got Metagross's health low enough that Floof could easily finish them off.
That's it.
Then Steven sent out his own King Eater, which I knew from personal experience they hated getting crunched.
I know this Pokemon. He hates getting crunched. I don't care about your special defense. You're getting crunched. It's probably because the special defense went up.
Floof eventually took down Claydol, even though Steven used
Wasn't
a
it?
full restore on it 3 separate times,
Of course you are. Stop it!
which I get, man. I'm part of the
Kinda
Claydol lover
annoying.
community too. Next was the last Pokemon we needed to defeat, Armaldo. One hit from its
It's a-
ancient power
it's a 5v1.
badly injured Floof. So for this final fight, I sent Goat to finish him off. Goat,
Oh.
because he's so awesome, poisoned Armaldo just by standing next to him, and then promptly sky uppercutted him straight in the jaw, just barely knocking him out. Armaldo was clinging onto life when the unthinkable happened.
What?
Armaldo knew a bird move.
No!
No, not the goat. No! Is he gonna die with the poison too?
Goat had made it so far into our journey, only to faint inches away from the finish line. I could have sent out a level 5 Zigzagoon and still would have won because Armaldo died to poison on the very next turn.
The poison's gonna finish it off! Right?
No.
I didn't even have to. No! No! Not Goat!
By
Kid
all
letting
accounts,
Goat.
Goat had defeated Armaldo, but he didn't make it, and neither did Kidmup. That was my starter and my favorite Pokemon. No, I don't want this trophy. I want Goat and Kidmup. Colleagues, friends, Wally, we gather together to honor tunes. Wally, we gather together to honor 2 of the bravest Pokemon I know. One of them from the humble town of Little Root, and the other from a patch of grass in Petalburg Woods. Together, they faced gyms, rivals, and a plethora
rest
of
in
wild
peace, guys.
Pokemon. And when the final challenge came, they didn't back down.
This sucks. I hated that.
And that's how my first Nuzlocke went.
Dude!
Hey, no, he didn't get the what a W video. No, I think I'm gonna subscribe. W video. Hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.